Let's talk a minute about when you have a trust and why it's important to retitle your assets into the trust. A lot of people ask, why is this so important? The reason is that a trust is kind of like a bucket. On the outside of the bucket are instructions that say what to do with the stuff inside the bucket. So that if you become incapacitated or you pass away, your loved ones, your attorney, whomever can get the bucket, read the instructions, and figure out what to do with the things inside the bucket. But if you haven't put your things inside the bucket, then the bucket's useless. It's holding nothing, and nobody can do anything with the instructions on the outside of the bucket because there's nothing inside the bucket to do them with. So when we create a trust, we at Balamuth Law make sure that our clients retitle the assets that need to be titled to the trust. I follow up with clients sometimes for more than 6 months to make sure this happens. A lot of times when people come to me who have an estate plan, they already have a trust, maybe it was done 10 years ago, I get the trust, I review it, and I figure that there's nothing in the trust. They spent money with an attorney or maybe did something online, created a trust. Oftentimes the trust is just fine the way it is, but the problem is it doesn't have anything in it. So you can have the best trust in the world. If your stuff isn't in the trust, it's not very useful. So when you do estate planning, it's very, very important if you create a trust to title your assets to the trust. If you have an estate plan already and you haven't done that, you should look into it and make sure that it's something you do. It seems to me it's a very common failure of estate plans. People create beautiful, sometimes complicated estate plans, and then they don't fund the trust, which makes the beautiful, complicated estate plan useless. So at Balamuth Law, funding your trust is top of our list, and we follow up and make sure that that happens.